Just as Connor said, we are in absolute hell right now. And we welcome you all to episode number 10 of the Flame and Talk podcast. Noah Adler and Connor Dolan again. And by the way, we should not forget that we're part of the Hockey Podcast Network, and our podcast is presented by both DraftKings and Raycon, as you can see at the top of the screen. I'm feeling pretty better, and I feel pretty back to normal for this episode for sure. I don't know tonight's game though.
I want all of you who are watching to look at me right in the eye right now. Okay, you have one of your best goaltenders come in for you, and you expect at least something decent out of the defense. And what you give to him, you allow. It's not. Sorry, Wolf does not allow 4 goals. No, the defense allow 4 goals. Okay.
Yep.
And guess who got the goal? The 1 goal. Just because Blake Coleman did it, he didn't actually get the goal. He was just kind of there. Fucking Pospisil did. So let me tell you something right now. Every single one of the defensemen should be replaced. I'm sorry, I'm saying Zadorov. Goodbye. Okay? Goodbye. You're gone. See you, bud. Thanks for coming.
Yeah. There's nothing really like much to talk about when it comes to tonight's game. It was just pretty much like whatever. Hey, at least if you're looking for a silver lining, they keep the tank going. Yay!
Yep.
I just gotta say, I will say this, like, to your point, it's like Dustin Wolf, like, he didn't deserve tonight at all.
Oh no,
and no one blaming him at all. Like the biggest thing is that the thing that I'm gonna say is that if the Flames are going to lose tonight, it was not going to be because of Dustin Wolf. Let's make that very clear. And it's because of all the.
Dude, sorry. Someone said something on the group chat, and it was just basically Flames lose, Team Tank is back on. I'm like, you know what? That makes sense. That is probably.
Let's go, baby! Team Tank all the way
into the Tank Cup, featuring.
Oh my God.
The Calgary Flames and whoever the hell else is somehow below us.
Yeah, that's both the Edmonton Oilers and the San Jose Sharks.
Which the San Jose Sharks are if they have if they play some of their better games, they are going to get a better they're going to somehow get a better record than Edmonton is. Because Edmonton is not looking good. They're not.
No, dude. Connor McDavid and Drysdale might literally ask out at the end of the season.
That
I'd be surprised if that happened.
I'd be surprised if they asked out before, or I'd be more surprised if they didn't ask out before the deadline. Say, yeah, fucking get me out of here. Thanks. Last year we made it to the.
Let me ask you this question just for a second. Let's just play that. You talk about we're gonna talk about Zadorov and that whole thing in a little bit here. Who do you think is next in terms of requesting a trade?
From
the Flames, just out of curiosity.
Let's see. I would say if he
had to pick one of the UFAs.
So Lindholm, because
I agree.
If he doesn't get his $9 million contract that he's been so desperate, and he's clearly shown that he should. Oh, you should see his work on the ice, man. He's been magical. He's been
He looks so disinterested, man. He looks like he is so checked out. He wants out.
Yeah, he's either you either pay me to stay here or I'm going somewhere else. And honestly, I'd be like, all right, there's a door.
Yeah.
Honest to God, dude. That's probably my next best guess. So, well, and
What's
dude,
yeah? Go ahead.
I
Sir.
hope Huberto asks for a trade. I hope he does.
I was gonna ask that, by the way, the other night, because I put a tweet out only Wednesday night or Tuesday night it was, after the Flames win over the Nashville Predators, right? And when Huberdeau got benched, I was gonna ask you that last episode, but I completely forgot. When does it get to the point when even Huberdeau wants out?
Now,
And I know there are a lot of people. I know there are a lot of people who are gonna say to me that, you know, it's tough to move out that contract, but unless you retain 50%.
now the time is now. Because at this point, it's getting to a point. Like, dude, he had a breakaway today, and I was looking at his skating, like how much he's
was literally one of the most pathetic
and
breakaways I've ever seen.
He almost had the guy, one of the defensemen, come back and get him, and he was going for a 5-hole from like 12 feet out. I'm like, dude, at that point, if you're gonna shoot, you go for either a high blocker with him being a lefty, or you go for over the pad. You try to go over the pad. Like if you're going for a 5-hole, you go like 6 feet at most, 6 feet. Like hell, even Dylan Dubé knew to try and go, if he was going to go 5-hole, he needed to be close. But like, fuck, man. Like, oh my God. Like you are a pathetic fuck. Like they talk. He looks at him, and again, like I said this last time. I said, as a human being, do I feel bad for him being benched? Yeah, he looks sad. Okay. As a fan and a hockey player, walking like boo-hoo, get over it. It's like you either find your game or you're done. And frankly, you want to trade out, go ahead. If you do better on another team, you suddenly find your game. Good. Guess what? We'll probably get something a lot better too out of it. So who gives a fuck? You're not showing you. I'm not sure. Actually, it looks like he just doesn't give a shit anymore. So thanks very much. We'll talk to you later.
Do you think? Let me ask you this, because one of our guys in group chat put this out last night, and we're gonna start to get into the Zadorov stuff here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Zadorov, asking out has a lot to do with maybe there's issues in the locker room again? Because I really believe there are problems in that room. Absolutely.
I'd say yeah, probably.
I think Huberdeau and Kocher, I think they literally are both at the root of it. Am I wrong?
Well, I hope Zadorov says something then. I hope he's like, you know what? Like, they're both complete cancers on the team. And they think that they are better than everyone else. And, I hope that there's maybe some of the young guys too, if they get called back down, about how they're like, oh, you were doing really well in the NHL, like, getting called back down. Like, what did you think? And it's like, I hope he says that, like, yeah, no, the top guys are just complete pieces of shit, and they don't really care about us. They don't have anything to say.
Yeah.
After we're off the ice, like, they don't really show any kind of passion for us to be better. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, I just look at this. I look at the on the ice, I see one thing, and off the ice, it's probably something completely different. And I don't even know if Huska can do anything at this point because he's just trying to just organize the team to make them at least somewhat better.
I said it in the beginning of the year, and I'll say it again. If the Calgary Flames were going to fall flat on their face, it was not going to be because of Ryan Huska.
No,
what can he do? What can he do with a shit team?
No, he basically is. He doesn't. Yeah, I wouldn't know what the hell to do.
I wouldn't even know what to do either.
I would be like you know what, here, guys, I'm here to just try to make the lines better, and I'm here to make the dynamic better. But between you guys, between the the relationships and whatnot, that's on you. So I won't he probably is like, I'm not gonna just involve myself in this because it's probably such like they all act like children. He's like, you guys figure it out because I'm here as a coach of a hockey team, not to be a fucking parent of a bunch of children. So
this episode and every other episode of the Flame & Talk podcast is presented by DraftKings. Bet the action on the ice with DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the app now and use code THPN. New customers can get $150 instantly in bonus bets for Ben just $5 on hockey. That's code THPN. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NHL. The crown is yours. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY to 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, 21 plus ages varies by jurisdiction, void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. See dkng.com/hockey for eligibility and deposit restrictions, terms, and responsible gaming resources. NHL and the NHL Shield are registered trademarks of the National Hockey League. Copyright NHL 2023, all rights reserved. This episode and every other episode of the Flame & Talk podcast is presented by Raycon. It probably is a bit too early to start decorating for the holidays, but it is never too early to start your holiday shopping. And I got to be very honest with you, it definitely gets very chaotic out there, especially with all the crowds who are trying to do the early shopping before it gets even busier before the holidays. But why not take care of it right now? So, especially when you can get the best deals of the season well before Black Friday. You can shop Raycon products right now and save up to 50% off because their early Black Friday sale is going on now. Raycon first made a name for themselves in the audio space with products like their everyday earbuds, known for delivering high quality and thoughtful features, like a 32-hour battery life and the perfect in-ear fit for all-day wear and lasting comfort. And this past year, they expanded their entire business with the introduction of Raycon Home and Raycon Power Tech. Their 5-star reviewed Magic 180 cable allows you to charge iOS, micro USB, and Type-C devices 8 times faster with 100-watt power delivery. Their faucet filter ultra filters the water in your tap against chlorine and heavy metals. It's a must-have for ensuring the water you use to wash your face and brush your teeth, is actually clean. Raycon is also known for delivering high-quality and thoughtful features at half the price of other premium tech brands. It's no wonder their products have racked up tens of thousands of 5-star reviews. To get everyone in the holiday shopping spirit a bit early, Raycon is currently offering 20% off everything on their site, with select products up to 50% off. So beat the crowds and save now. Trust me, you do not want to miss out on Raycon's early Black Friday sale. Hurry now to buy raycon.com/THPN to get 20 to 50% off site-wide. That's buyraycon.com/THPN to score 50% off Raycon products. Buyraycon.com/THPN. He requested a trade last night for Kevin Weeks of ESPN from his agent Dan Milstein on Twitter. Let me ask you this:
Sure.
Do you think he timed it pretty well, the trade request? And I definitely ain't calling him selfish, that's for sure. But I mean, look, he was just in Toronto. He threw a big hit, played a good game. I mean,
I hope this is the beginning of the end for the Flames. Like, I hope this is a legitimate beginning of the end. And I mean the end of
too.
everybody. Everybody. I mean, this is the beginning of the end, like, of the whole Hubert, well, I don't call it an era, but the Huberto and the Kadri and the Tanevs and all those guys that have been clearly been now lackluster. Like, I hope this is the end. I hope this is the beginning of the end. Like, we don't.
I think the thing I pointed out a couple times in my video last night, because Irfan Ghafarov in Vancouver also tweeted that the Canucks are in the mix for Zadorov, but also mentioning the fact that there's another player in Calgary who could be considering the change of scenery. Now, is it Chris Tanev per chance, because he's been linked to both the Leafs and probably return to Vancouver as well. So I really think this is it, man. This is the beginning. This is the beginning here. And you've seen the way Eric Francis has tweeted out lately about retool, rebuild, whatever you want to put it. There's no way he's saying that without Murray giving the green light.
Well, I hope that Murray.
He was literally at the arena all of last week. There's no way he can be satisfied with it.
No, I think he's just more not satisfied with the attendance. I don't think he really gives a shit about the team. He's just not satisfied with the attendance. So it's like, all right, we need to maybe block off. Okay, that up there in the upper bowl there, I'll give decreased tickets for that specific bowl there. First come, first serve. This bowl right here at the lower end, that needs to definitely be at a reduced price, because it's harder to get up there. But but it will get more people to come. That's all I care. I feel like Murray's only going to the arena because he's trying to see about what places are not getting the seats, or as much of the seats as as you usually would. So.
And even going back to Zadorov, Elliot Friedman even talked tonight on Saturday headlines that the Flames are not exactly in a big rush and they'll do it on their own timeline. And I'm just like, okay, since when has that worked out? The wait and see stuff, when has that ever worked out?
Yeah, no, wait and see is all bullshit.
I don't know why you're waiting. Like you it's pretty clear he forced your hand. So it's just like, what are we waiting for here?
Yeah, no, the wait and see is just an excuse. It's honestly an
excuse.
It
really is. Yeah.
Like what it really means is we don't know what the hell we're doing, so we're just gonna make the usual comment of, well, we're just waiting and seeing, just so that they have more time to actually use like 20% of their brains, to find the energy to use 20% of their brains. So I don't know. You know what though? Like you know what? Fuck it though. At this point, fuck it. If they don't want to use their brains, then frankly, they can deal with the consequences of people not showing up for the home games. And then yeah, if they don't want to use anything else, like, yeah, guess what? You can absolutely you can do absolutely nothing. And you know what? That'll be fine, because we know what we can do. We either don't watch the games on live, or we don't watch them at all through either streaming or whatnot. We just don't care. And you know what? Management doesn't want to do anything. Again, management doesn't want to do anything. Sucks to be them. Sucks to be them.
I love to watch the guy play the game. When he's right.
Yeah.
He wasn't right tonight, but he has been for most of the season. I love the way he skates for a big fan.
No, I tweeted out earlier today, like, Storm is coming. And we're heading towards it. It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
Youth movement is happening as we speak, and that's awesome that you're bringing up guys like Pospisil. Pospisil's played it amazingly well so far. He's definitely not going anywhere. Connor Zeri's certainly not going anywhere. And then, like, Dustin Wolf, man, I mean, I don't know, man. I would honestly look at Trey Markey at this point.
I don't know. That's
I
hard-
would
that's
I would
hard
trade
to say.
Markey. I mean, look, he's injured right now, so I don't know if any team would be practically interested in his stupid no movement clause, right? But I just think, man, it's like, what are we like? Just it's time. It's time. Move on. Rip the Band-Aid. Just get it done. Get it over with. There's
Oh.
no more like what's Wayne gonna do?
I don't know, dude.
I just-
What I am hoping to God, the one thing I'm hoping for an extension for next year, for at least a couple years, is Craig Conroy. That is the only person that I want to see extended right now, because he has at least kept on his promise. He has at least tried to do as much as he can with the power that he has, whether that is that's been very little or that's been given to a lot. But whatever it is, he has been making the correct moves. There has been clear improvements when you bring guys up. When Pospisil, he got the only goal. He didn't get the goal, but he made the play happen. He made the play happen with an excellent pass to Coleman. Again, that was your new guy. And like, what are you like? Yeah. Like, unless you're fucking making sure to make these guys useless, or unless you really just are doing some kind of sick experiment where, you know, they'll be there for maybe 5 more games and then you'll never see them again until next year, then you better start looking at getting these guys either signed or you know, start suggesting about maybe there's other places you can go. Like I don't know. Because I don't know. Conroy's trying his best. He is actually probably the only person who still gives a shit. Because John Bean and Dennis, what was his name?
Don Maloney.
Don Maloney.
That's another thing too. Like, what the hell does Don Maloney even do?
Don doing fuck all.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. Like I don't get it, man. Like, just get your shit together. That's all I say. Get your shit together. Both between both of those guys, get your shit together. And then and then also for the guys who want to be, you know, who want to leave, get your shit together too, because nobody's going to want you if you're going to still play like shit. You can say, "Oh, I'm not going to try anymore because I don't want to be on this team because I can ask for a trade." But if you play like shit and you and then you're become really surprised about why no one wants you, sorry, no one's crying for you, bud. You just dug yourself a big hole. That's all you've done. And now you're going to be staying on this team who you probably don't like because you decided to stop trying, and now no one wants you. No one gives a shit about you because you have shown to them that you're dog shit. Not even mediocre, dog shit. So
Where do you think my biggest question to you now, as we look at Zadorov, right?
mhm.
Is where do you think he ends up when it's all said and done?
The first thing I was thinking is Toronto.
Mhm.
The first thing I was going to think is Toronto, because Toronto has a pretty lackluster defense. But another one I'm thinking of too was
It makes everybody aware.
I was actually thinking a little bit about Buffalo. A little bit about Buffalo.
Interesting. I've always thought Hannafin would be a perfect fit for Buffalo.
Well, they got Darlene and Buffalo, but who else do they have, really?
Owen Power.
Oh, yeah, Owen Jeez, I forgot about him. There you go. That's how much he matters on the team.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Owen Power. Yeah, that guy that nobody ever mentions. Because you got Rasmus Dahlin. Like, come on, man. Dude, one of the things I am wanting to see for an extension at least is Craig Conroy. Because if Conroy,
I'm pretty sure he's under contract already.
He's 1 year, only 1 year.
Was it 1 year?
Yeah, 1 year. I think $500K. I'm pretty
What?
sure.
For is it GM? No way. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Really?
Craig.
Okay. 1 year, $500,000. Interesting.
Yeah.
He'll be retained. Oh no, no. That was back when he was that's back when he was that's back when he was a player. That's back when he was still a player.
Hold on.
Because they don't have GM contracts on cap friendly.
Oh, what that?
Yeah, they don't have any GM contracts on cap friendly.
Hold on, let me just see.
Could you imagine though?
The 51 news conference was the assistant GM of the Flames for 9 seasons under Brad.
Mm-hmm.
Conroy reached the Stanley Cup Finals. Blah blah blah. I'm ready.
They never go in the same direction. They can't deal with these distractions. There's been too many already. The one thing I'll say is that I do know in a few of these situations, the agent, the player, like the player says, "Yeah, I trust you. I would like a change of scenery," and then leaves it in his hands and says, "Whatever you want to do." So I don't know if it was like a yes.
See if we're.
I think it's more. You're my agent, and I trust you.
Anyway, anyway to your point about Conroy, like this is going to definitely be like his first big test as GM. Is how he handles it.
Right now,
no doubt.
Yeah, I mean, he basically was stepped into a pile of dog shit.
Dog shit.
Yeah,
dog shit.
Regarding
Absolutely.
what Trevlin left behind.
Why do you say Trevlin?
Dude, I've always said Trevlin. Trey Living.
Brad Trey Living.
Traveling, I'm just saying traveling, dude. I'm fuck his name right now, dude. I don't even give a shit. Whatever Brad said, or whatever Brad did, I think he realized that Huberdeau is now a bust. Kadri is not producing the points that he expected to, and when he also saw that his contract was going to expire. As the same year that he signed those two, he's like, I'm not going to take blame for this, so I'm going to just fuck off. So,
make like a tree and fuck off.
Yeah, make like a tree. Make like a tree and get out of here.
Oh man, and you know what? And as I said before, if you want to find the silver lining, at least the tank is still on.
It's still on.
It's still on, baby. Thing. It's still on.
Again, we could right now be on a 4-game win streak, and I'd be kind of shitting my pants because I know exactly where John Bean and Dennis would be would be going on right now is saying, okay, let's see, salary cap. We gotta extend these guys, and we gotta extend these guys. Zadorov, he's gonna do great. We're gonna try getting him some real good money because we don't want him out. We don't want him out of here. He maybe asked for a trade, but no. We'll give him a lot of money to make sure he stays.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? It's going to be interesting how things are handled in the not only the next couple of days, but in the coming weeks for sure. For sure. I mean, at this point, if you ask me, like, I think we all know what this team is, and we all know that. Just rip it off, man. Rip the Band-Aid off. Just get it done.
Yeah,
Get it done.
it's not fun.
Not at all. We'll start to wrap up here. I mean, I don't know if there's really much else.
There's not much else to talk about.
No, not at this point.
We don't need to talk about the game today. It really just
not really.
Everything kind of showed for what it was.
Wait, hold on. One more thing. Can we talk about how awful that Dubé shutout attempt was last night? Just for a quick second.
Oh,
dude, that was pathetic. Dude, that was pathetic.
Well, that's what I like. Yeah. Rather than him trying to take the shot like Kizenkov did, he tried to go backhand through the 5-hole, and it was the wimpiest backhole like backhand attempt ever. So of course Wool is going to save that because it's just like even if it was going to go all the way through, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have the amount of energy to actually go in. Like I'm pretty sure that ass backhand would have just stopped just close to the line because of how slow it really was. Like, oh my god.
Just one quick one before we wrap up here. Who starts Tuesday against Montreal?
I'm gonna go with Vladar again. I think Vladar is gonna.
Probably Vladar. Yeah,
it'll probably be Vladar. I don't think Huska is gonna say say. Oh well, I don't think Huska today will say to Wolf. It's like, dude, you gotta play better. We really rely. It's like he saved 34 out of the 38 shots today, man. Like there is no blame to be put on him. And those goals, if I want to be a nitpicking asshole, maybe the fourth one, but that's one of those shots where you have to have the arm, you have to be Mr. Fantastic to stretch your arm that far to get your blocker on that. Or that
isn't that Elastigirl? Oh no, never mind. Never mind. You're right. I'm thinking of the wrong character. Character.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Well, I mean, you know what I mean, right?
I know what you're talking about. Yes.
Unless you either you predictably know you have to lift your leg up to make that save, or you are like you said, Elastigirl, Mr. Fantastic. There is no way you are making that stop. And I don't think Wolf saw it all the way. I think he didn't see it initially, and then it came to him late, and that's why he tried to, dude. It was like none of the goals though. None of them. I have to blame, and he still made 34 saves. And what I said in the group chat is there's going to be assholes on Twitter. Or there's going to be there's going to be Edmonton fans. There's going to be those statisticians. There's going to be those there's going to be those news reporters that say, "Was Wolf doesn't seem ready for the NHL? Was it really a good idea to bring him up? Was it a really good idea to start him?" And then they're going to be Edmonton fans saying, "Oh, he's a fraud. He's a clear fraud. He under 900, and he clearly doesn't have the potential. Have you seen your Jeff fucking Skinner? Did you see Jack Campbell? How are your goaltenders doing, huh? Oh, right. They're probably the reason for about 7 out of your 10 losses. Sorry, bud.
Anyway, we'll wrap it up. We'll wrap it up there. We're glad that if you wanted to come for therapy, guys, then thanks for tuning in to episode number 10. For myself, Noah Adler, and Connor Dolan. The tank season commences on.